Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, this man, this is the coordinator. All right, man. Luckily, we got something going on. I had some communication going on. I made some glitches, but I thought I'd make a game out of it. Oh, look at Baba. Hey, Baba, how you? Hey there. How you doing, there, coordinator? I heard you got. Heard what y'all got going on, man? Well, I'm giving to explain to them about the tech issue, man. We made a game. We had 4 videos running. I felt was sequenced together. That you could have listened to one, two, three, and four of those stories and painted someone of a story for you guys. I was going to come up with another storyline off of that, but it messed up. So what I did, I put some clues in there. So gave some clues in the tech issue video. I gave some clues there about how you can find them videos and connect. But it seemed like 2 of them hit because they got the same number going, 230, views on each one of them. I don't know because what I said, or they just seen it, or they just like the story. But I was just trying something out in my take office. It's 7 of us. We got to try to figure things out. We don't have all the proper equipment. We got to make stuff work. This is prehistoric stuff, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So I had put that video to try to guide you. Had you see the guy with the big eyeballs? He's looking down, but it's supposed to be playing. It said I was trying to put clues in that big eyeball, faith, prayer, faith to point you to the next direction. When you see the next scene of the video in another square, you would see something, one of those words in there, or something similar, or relating to that story. I had a big eyeball pointing because I actually forgot to put part 4. He was going to do it, but he's identifying part 4 for you. So I was trying to identify part 4. Part 1 was the Nabi leader style, situation. So that's where you start off with the leaders. The leaders looking stylish. That's where that story started at right there. Okay, so that's what I was trying to do is see how it worked. Give me a thumbs up and see how it did, man. We working hard back here to try to just make the story easy for you to understand. That's what we try to do is to paint the picture. I'm like an artist sometimes, baby. Wait, where is Michelangelo? What? Whoa, man, that's a prominent name there. Don't get to that either. Man, that guy, man, wow, man, wow, yeah, it's been a lot of great. Yeah, okay, wait a minute. Okay, that's all right. Okay, guys, so here we go now. So that's what we're doing. Hopefully you caught the clues. I can say it one more time. The story 1, 2, 3, 4. It's starting off with the sequence of Nabi leader style. That's the first part of the story, the lifestyle, the leadership, everybody's stylish, and the ending part is the eyeball. That's the ending part of the eyeball, number 4. That's the ending part of that's the part 4 of the story. He's telling you what the other part is, and the two that's doing great, that's the two in the middle. So you got 1 and 4, and then the two that's doing great, man. So let's keep up the good work. Just trying to make a little game, man. I wish I had something I can give y'all. Or y'all ought to be giving me something, But the reward would be a thumbs up, That'd be a good reward. And also let me know that we're on the same page. I'm trying to work this thing out, man. I don't have a computer, I don't have a CTR. I got to work on the phone. I got to use my brain to think this, And but I'm not thinking. I mean, imagining. I love it. Imagine is better than thinking. I'm telling you. You guys. Uh-oh. There you go, Capash. I was recording. Ain't going to reach. I thought you put Capash. Didn't you give him a pill or something? I was over there. I thought we gave him a pill and put him to sleep. There, he's like he had to calm down. He was so Capash. We didn't want him to hurt himself. He was so full of. He said what he was. But he was saying he was just full of excitement. He said that's his energy. He said that gets him charged. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know, man. He said he just got. We had to kind of wrestle him down. Got so compassionate about one of those videos. I can't think which one it was. It's probably one of the videos that's doing good. Well, he was serious about it though, man. He worked to do. He just working hard. Look at him, man. Look at him now, man. Yeah, I'm alright, man. And y'all doing all these videos. I mean, I got you. I understand. I mean, this is what got used to get the message out. But the bottom is, God love 8 billion people, man. That's what He told us to say to people. He love 8, regardless of how they feel about Him, man. That's what I mean. I'm trying to get serious about this. I don't know. I know everybody uses it for social media and this and that. We use this platform to try to get to the platform so we can say that to people. And then we had to find out that we had to tell the people they had a warrior spirit in them. We wasn't gonna tell y'all that first, but the message came down. And they don't understand what we go through. And these guys praying all the time. They got the Holy Spirit jumping up and down. Come on, guys. Knowledge is the way we travel. Knowledge, y'all traveling. Come on, let's connect in the middle through knowledge. We travel through knowledge. Some is more, some is low. That's why the Bible said, let the one that eat, and let the one that don't eat, don't disturb them. You know how it went, man. Good. Man, man, we trying to do, I'm trying to get ready. We make the earth nice for the noble, the Nabi lives over there. I know I don't care what y'all think about them. You don't insult people, man. I mean, what you is that supposed to uplift the people? Because we keep insulting people. Yeah, man, they don't, I understand we don't agree like this, that, blah, blah. I understand all that. I get that. I get that. Where's the warrior spirit that when the Lord tells us to be nice, be kind, turn the other cheek? That's something that's we talking about. What y'all guys not understanding? I understand you don't agree. But right now, the men and whoever else is in other countries, they are in their position for whatever reason, whether you like it or not. Now, you tell them now. You tell them now, bro. Pastor, you getting me up tough. Now, I'm bowing, man. I usually don't get uptight. You sound like you're preaching to me. I like good preaching. That's good preaching, Bible, man. That's a hallelujah to me, man. Golly, man. That's good, man. But we got to think about these things. Now, you want to, give the people time to digest it, all that. And, let them digest the message. Man, about man, man, you always say that stuff, man. Every time we try to push a little harder, get everybody to work their faith or work their warrior spirit, you always want to give them an excuse, man. Man, get the baby napkin. What that baby bill, man? We're going to start wiping baby food off the mouth, too, man. I mean, come on. They've been reading the Bible years. They know they ain't been getting where they want to get to. They pretending. I'm trying to tell you what the real deal is. Y'all guys know me. Shoot. What is going on with people, man? They don't know what reality smack. You're living in delusion. What I'm telling you now is the reality. Your whole life has been somewhat of a delusion. The fairy tales, the picket fence, have a lot of money in the bank, blah, blah, this. You get in high tech grades, you get rewards for this, rewards for that. You have achievements of this and that. I'm telling you about an achievement right now that's higher than you ever be. And you on the bottom floor. This is the first. This is kindergarten class for you right now. And I know you're not feeling me because I don't see no comments. You think I'm worried about the comments right now? We got something going on the western side. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? That. But, what we doing? I mean, what, man. I don't understand. About, man. Yeah. About, man. Hey, guys, it's Nabby. But y'all got, what y'all doing, man? Y'all calm down, man. What is that going on? I go away for 3 days, man. I'm the hyped, energetic person. No, you guys are down, man. I don't understand. But what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Huh? What's happening, man? What y'all doing, man? I'm back. Man, what you doing, man? Man, we just trying to get the people to understand what's happening, man. We made a love foundation down. We had to use AI. We ain't had no money, man. We can't pay for the hotel. We already paying for it anyway through our taxes, Man, they good guys. They got money. Man, we just put an imagination in their head, man. So they can imagine sitting down and having a conversation, class style, classy like, man. We want the earth to get class. We want the people to get class. We want the earth to get clean. Well, it's just imagine. It was a faith walk, man. Faith without works is dead. You know what I'm saying? Man. You gotta try something. I mean, I know it's impossible. Well, you ain't gonna get it. That God tell me he get old. Y'all get the wrong thing, man. Don't worry about who's gonna get no credit. Anybody get no credit. This is a big man. He's the orchestrator of the situation. Man, y'all, let me see what. Let me ask y'all. Let me see what's going on. Hey, about man. You made it. About man, Batman. You need your head, Batman. That's your staff, like Moses Rod was to him. Here's your staff here. Here you have it. Yeah, man. What's going on? What happened, man? What's happening? These guys, man. I go out of town, man. I'm sorry, Al. I know I should be more serious, like these guys are. But you see what happened when you're too serious? But, I go out of town, just relax, because, I know how to relax, these guys want to, the Lord said we just plant the water, see, I like to relax, man. I'm the energy, Yeah, I think I was trying to give y'all a word too. Is Zover. Yeah, man, it's like Z zebra Oscar Victor Edward Run Zover. Zover. But anyway, man, yeah, that's good. It's taking that word. Watch it. Just put it. I like words, you know. We just play around, play little games, you know. But yeah, man, I go out, chill, you know, relaxing, man. Yeah, I was trying to get an idea how I feel when if we get the thing to really happen. It's already happening in my mind. I got imagination. And it's good, healthy imagination. Everybody, you have good, healthy imagination. I don't know what people think. You know, you know. Um, I don't mean to be laughing at these guys. I can't because I'm enjoying myself, man. I'm supposed to be saying, I'm supposed to be, I ain't supposed to join that. Look at that energy. That'd be okay, though. We just send a couple of prayers up, they'll get up. You know what I mean? Guys, you guys good, man. What's happening, guys? Just lift up. Narby. Nabby, just go on, Nabby. All right, man, I'm just checking on you guys. Just chill out, man. Bobby, I don't understand how you got down like that. You supposed to get compassion up together, man. What y'all doing, man? You know, man, what, man? I don't know. Nah, I got it. Well, guys, I'll just check. They don't want. It's obvious they don't want to be. They don't want to be bothered. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you guys. Okay, I'll tell you about my weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. Went out. Doing some fresh air. I got some good fresh air into my lungs. My brain, my brain's really got it. People had a cup of coffee. I had a cup of air. I don't know how important air is. Then, I moseyed on down. Just to walk outside, went downtown. You know, I think I was on Mars Avenue. It's my imagination, man. Oh, man. I stopped by Jupiter. I had a moon drink. It's a little slight moon. It's a little touch. It was not too good. It's pretty good. That blast off powder. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I strolled down there by the Venus Beach down there. It just, I went, hey man, I had my sunglasses on. I seen a few bikinis. It was good. It was good. My imagination stayed cool. There's some lovely scenery along the go to the ocean and the sand. It's easy. It's okay to enjoy it. That's what I thought, man. They'll be trying to judge somebody. I can feel something right now. Nah, B, man, hold on, man. I ain't gonna get down like that. We gonna have a conversation. That's what they're doing. They don't know how to have a conversation. I just put it out there. I'm just real like that. Maybe some of y'all need to be more real. Papa see everything anyway. Ain't saying I got a problem with the situation, nothing like that. I'm saying I just enjoy. I don't know what you guys thinking. I enjoy nice scenery, okay? That's what I do. I enjoy nice scenery. So if you see a couple of bikinis, that's occupied, you may enjoy it, You know what I'm saying? It's just okay. But now like, you just casually, just regularly just wave your hand, If I don't feel, pulled to the situation, then I just don't bother to spend time there because I don't feel welcome, So I just continue to move on and give them a vague way. Oh man, I was trying to do that video like, me and him one time. He had a game going. I hit 14. He had 7. We were trying to say he got mad. But anyway, yeah, I was just thinking about that. He said that video. That's that transform video they got there one time. Yeah. That's what Beth Barbara man did. But anyway, man, we had drinks, and I happened to catch the lounge chair on the way, man. Down there, and went on down there to what was that, the Big Dipper? Sat out there for a minute, look down on you guys. I was like, man, if these guys had imagination, they fake at work, man, they could be sitting up here where I'm at, chilling, man. You know, I called a star. It's like an MTA bus, but I called a star. You done jumped on, called a ride back. Went on down, and circle around what was that plane up there? And some planes up there, Well, anyway, I circled around, went on down, circled on down, came down, to the atmosphere, the lower part of the atmosphere, got a little closer, just trying to see some things. I'm thinking, I'm enjoying myself. I don't know what I just enjoy. What do you do when you enjoy yourself? Let me ask y'all, what do y'all do? Do y'all got like a plan thing? Do y'all plan? Wait a minute, do y'all plan enjoyment? I'm trying to. Do you plan it, or does it just happen? I mean, as it to me, it just happen. I don't really plan it. It's just like it's an enjoyment every day for me. I don't know why. I mean, I get moments like these guys right here. I do. Understand? Yeah, we all have them. You know what I mean? You just got to weigh it out, man. But that's what this is all about. That's why I was drinking like the spiritual war. I like to play and stuff like that. But when it's time to get down with that devil, man, he trying to tell me, even though I might like the bikinis, to admire just be, in a respectable way. You give a lady a couple of minutes and keep your imagination there. But you got to know how to control your imagination. You know what I'm saying, man? The way you control your imagination is like this. Tempting desire come. You know what I'm saying? That's what we call Nabi style. Everybody, people, when I picture that, imagine that, when I found that word, I like words. So I imagine that, man. That's what people, and your imagination is like, children got the best imagination. They should run the world. Children should run the world. They got the best imagination I've ever seen, man. Wow. Man, but we get adults and we start thinking, I know how we grow up, some of us couldn't wait till we got up. Hey man, cause mama and daddy telling you what to do. Some things you want to do, you couldn't do. You want to give that that little young lady about 15, used to see her going down the street in that bikini. You want to get with her and stuff. And all that kind of thing. No, I don't got a bikini problem. I heard somebody. I don't have one. I'm just saying. Guys just want to be honest about it. I'm never mind. Okay, yeah. You just think what you want to say. Think what you want to say, okay? Me and Papa guys, I don't know how much for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got the imagination, man. Is this? That's how you travel. Knowledge is what take you from one. I'll give you an example. Maybe y'all can understand. You know. Let me think about it. You guys, I don't know, man. I don't ever just feel like I'm penetrating with you guys, man. You just get me so tired, man. Man, wait a minute. Compassion. That's compassion, man. He tried to eat this nigga. I'm sorry. Compassion that you don't get out of me, man. Me, man. Man, I'm trying to. I got the people, man. Just you need to relax, man. You know what I'm telling them. But I ain't gonna lay down. That's a little much energy. Man, hold on, guys. I gotta get me a drink of water. Hold on for a minute, man. Wow, boy. I tell you the truth. Hey, this guy, man, I don't know what these. You know what I mean? Man, compassion, compassion doing all this, man. Man, I'm trying to get people cool. We gotta keep unity, man. You know what I mean? Keep some unity in here. Y'all stay good. Oh, we all okay. We all right there, y'all. You got we always together. We won. We 4-1. How can we not be together? We all part of each other. You know what I mean? Hold on. Man, I gotta get back in there for a minute. I just gotta get some water. Gotta get away from me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's they face. It must be the vibe, man. Sometimes that's why we gotta be strong. That's why I say use your warrior face. You don't get scared of it. Everything's in it. You can feel some energy. You go, hear the devil, hear this. And they don't know they the devil. They be speaking tongues. They don't know people understand what they saying. Not the people saying things about them. They saying about us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's something, man. I just don't know. Oh, what are you doing there, Nobby? Man, I just come take me a little break, man. You guys all right, man? What's going on, man? Man, you guys, I don't understand what y'all doing, man. Come on, let's get this thing going, man. We got to be as good as that for the people, man. What happened? What happened, man? Y'all got frustrated or what, man? Okay, we all get frustrated. What's going on, man? What happened? I'm gonna get on back on the page. Y'all tell me a little later on. Man. All right. Let me see here. Yeah, yeah. Get that button. Oh man. Oh shoot. Let's see. Here we go. Well, man. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm back, man. This. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You probably overheard it. These guys still. I don't know what's going on, man. But you know what? They don't give me the. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You know, that's a part of me. They really a part of me. They like a messy part of me. We like bone. Oh, we like bone and grafted part of each other. I don't. It's a good subject. And sometimes but sometimes a part of the body got to hurt. You know what I mean? This is a kind of deep thing. I was read some stuff about this. There's some stories can kind of, but sometimes a part of the body got to hurt. It's got to hurt all by itself sometimes. It just got the whole body. You tested the body and body. No. Sometimes, it's the resilience and the perseverance that, you use to ignore that hurt to keep going when you want to focus. You got to, that's what I said about imagination. You know what I'm saying? Imagine, you know, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, I ain't saying it ain't gonna hurt, but sometimes a part of the body hurt, man. And when you so focused, yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. And see, he was trying to get. Oh, is that old sleepyhead? Is that old sleepyhead? The one that's made out. Oh, you been up to sleep? You been sleeping? You been enjoying that couch, man? Papa sent you down there. Oh yeah, I like that couch, man. That's one of my. Yeah, I like everything you gave me. I never felt so real, man. I don't know how far we can go, man. It's just, yeah, man. It's just like the, man. It's just like the waves of the sea, man. I don't know. It feel different. I feel relaxed, feel good. I know got a lot of new identities and stuff. I don't know how it happened. But anyway, that's just this gift of God. Yeah, I feel all right. I do feel all right. Okay, see, hey, sleepyhead. Yeah, I appreciate that. That's great, man. But you can't just go read a book or something. Yeah, read yes, sir. What's that? Last story you was reading? Hey, I tell you, read Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. Get on to that, man, because we're trying to get these people to understand some things and get some knowledge. We may bring you in from Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11 and 12, 13. See what's that saying over there. But hey, guys, that's old sleepy. I'm trying to get out there. He in there. But yeah, what was we at, guys? I can't think what was that. There's so much going on. You got to forgive me if I can't remember. Sir. It ain't because I can't remember because I wrote my character, but even we forget sometimes. There's 7 of us, you know what I mean? Man. But we was trying to. But I'm good. Man, how could I forget, man? I'm still. Oh, yeah. I know where I was at, yeah. But I was just trying to figure out. I had to take a break. That's what it was. I had to take a break. I was talking to such and such coming back. And y'all overheard. I was trying to explain. Man, it's just wild, man. Yeah, I like to relax. You know what I'm saying? I like to relax. I like to relax, man. I like to relax. I don't know why people don't like to relax. And I mean relax like you look like you relax. You can sit back, everybody sit there like they relax. Or, that's cool as a look. It's a good look. But are you really relax? You gotta relax your mind. Sometimes the best way I don't give y'all some advice. I can't do it. It's like a little child. The Bible tells you something about a little child, but I let y'all figure that out. When you relax, you just, to me, it's my imagination. I can't, I'm going to put some stuff on that. You got to look at the definition of faith. You got to look at a lot of things. There's a lot of the invisible, unseen things. So much stuff you have to look like. But y'all ain't right, man ain't right now. We got to learn how to love and encourage one another. We got to learn how y'all know to identify reality when you see it. We got to learn how to tell the truth. Minister, yeah, you gonna say to tell the truth? With a real Bobby Joe's dream, please stand up. My name is such and such. They always the same names, but we got different names. We got different names. Oh, man, I see how them guys get. I see how, but y'all can't get me like that. Man, we gonna talk about the bikinis. I mean, we're gonna talk about, hold on, I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, Papa. Wow. Papa, listen to it. Papa, I'm gonna get right on your back when I get home. It's been a rough time, Papa. Papa, get you right on his back. You got a big back. Papa got a big back. Man, it's nothing like a beautiful imagination, man. It's just, you get all whatever image is formed in people's mind, was angry, rudeness, destruction. Because we are the creators, right? Don't think you just created train wheels and airplanes and the nice, uh, convenient things we get to enjoy in life. When it used to be made in other forms. We also created hatred. Some images, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got a warrior spirit. Hmm. Uh. Hey, that was good though. That was good. I ain't gonna get that thing. And it wasn't for you guys. It's because you can feel. See, when you ain't scared of it, man, I keep make two men. I'm Nabi. I'm a blessing. I'm the blessing. We the blessers. We don't know what the peace guy yet. We just trying to enjoy the blessings. We just enjoy the blessing before the peace come. Worry about the journey. Enjoy the journey and the blessing before the destination of the peace come. You know what I mean? Don't worry about this and that, this and that. He's trying to see if we can come together as one. I mean, how come we can't come to some type of form of agreement? I told y'all about I said it already. I'm gonna say it again. Polychromatic. It's a multiple color. Y'all put black, white, Asian, blah blah blah. Man, get a keys to break on the keyboard, man. Pop it in one time. It's gonna cover everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to unite, I mean, I don't know if people really want to unite. But it may be the word. I don't know. That's Nabi. Yeah, I'm over here with you, Baba. Yeah, nah, hey, man, I'm only back with you, nah, Baba, man. Cat Passion is gonna talk about it again. Yeah, I'm going, yeah, Baba, yeah, I'm going with it then. He's compassionate. I mean, I'm cool, man. I ain't trying to. I know everybody think I'm not fussing. I'm just trying to tell you. Yeah, that's the right word. See, I gotta hesitate, do this, do that. I like to be like Paul. When he spoke to King Agrippa, because the King Agrippa was a man of hostility. You feel what I'm saying? Man, compassion. That compassion can preach too. Yeah, King Agrippa was a man of hostility. But he had a great respect for Paul, though. But Paul told him, man, for me and you to speak, man, I need to be candid with you. It could be colloquial language, but I'm sure they had some good legal language going on. He said, in other words, I need to be, we need to put you up all the ass, forget all about the suits, the tires, forget about the diamond rings and this, whatever puffed you up. Let's put that to the poof. Oh, that's strong, man. Yeah, see, that puffed to them. That's the man. That's the boy. That's the ooh, man. That's the. You see what just bring it out. Okay, I'm a little bit more typical. I'm letting my outside come in too much to you, so you guys can visually see it. Man, I'm gonna tell. I got home. It's the energy. We travel off of well, I don't want to say frequency. How can you think when he said we all are one? What do you think we gonna connect when he said? You think this is hey, we all one, we one? This ain't what that is in the spiritual realm. When we say we won, we won. You feel me? When we say we won, we are one. When you got adopted into the family of the papas, you are one. He had you. You know what I'm saying? He got you, even through all your troubles and problems in life, what you had going on, what you thought you did or didn't do. Uh-oh, hold on for a minute, my back, I forgot where I'm at. I mean, I got to tell you guys, man, because it seems like, I don't know. I'm putting my phone on. Yes, I got it. My spirit, that's my warrior spirit, man. You guys act like we trying. This is scary to you. Just like I did that video with the two witnesses. Well, I didn't do it, but I had some compassion. Compassion is always with the big guy. You always carry compassion with you. Y'all may don't use them, but it's part of your armor. Compassion. They walk with you all the time, in a sense. That's why that's in my imagination again. Y'all ain't gonna picture. I don't know what y'all picture. For life. That's enjoyment. Man, I got a friend called Passion, man. That's why I used to picture stuff, man. Yeah, and that's my imagination. I did this as a kid, but I kind of lost it like you guys did. But I started trying to get it back because I knew that's where all my power was in my imagination. You know what I'm saying? It's backwards. You know, that's another story. Mm, yeah, yeah. I know it's impossible. You think it's because the guys ain't gonna get together. You know, this is fine. You know, and they may not get together. You know, but that's like you said. Here's how I look at it in my imagination. If I make, say, I got a goal to make $500,000, okay, and that's chump change. I'll just let you guys know that's chump change. You know, I know what money is. You know, I know what my value is. You know what my value is? My value is the love I have in God and the love He have in me. He can't be bought. That's my value. And that's your guys' value. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all doing, man. Man, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, I don't know how. You know, I understand the enemy. You know, I understand it was an invasion. I'm gonna say it roughly. The Bible, your Bible may say hurl. Sometimes when you certain words take the sting out of stuff. You know, it's sort of like you know, he was hurled to the earth. I should have put some fright in it, but that word is not right. You know, that's not a good word for you to. And hurl. That's as good as same as invasion. You know, it may be, and we look at the definition of both of them words, and I could do that. You give me a little time. I'd probably need about several hours to come to the understanding, but this word said 3 hours for that one, 3 hours for this word. To get a good understanding for we to lay the message out. You know, we want to lay the buffet out in style, baby. You know, you don't want you to get no stale food, you know what I'm saying? It take time. You gotta study, man. People gotta study. You know, I don't know what people doing. Just get up there. You think you got a little storyline. You got, especially ladies. You need to do a perspective study. If y'all hold the information back, you need to let that information go. You know, to give it back to these preachers and stuff, man. I get the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit, and because ain't nobody said nothing to me or nothing. You know, nothing that you have to. That's cool. You know, I know somebody's got to be identifying with me and feeling this story, and I don't know if you're scared or what. Yeah, I'm looking like I don't. Or I know it's a lot of you guys that done met the Papa, and you met him personally. And he revealed himself to you personally. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of you guys out there. I talked to some of you guys one time when it happened to me. I went on a search. I was like, what happened? You know, I didn't know what happened. You know, I met somebody out there in Garland, Texas, somebody out there in Atlanta. They were spiritual people, man. Yeah, I felt good to be around the people, man. 'Cause I was like I was coming in. I didn't know what's going on. I'm serious. You know, I had some relapse. I still had some problems and stuff. You know, I ain't gonna tell y'all the testimonies, all that stuff. I'm transparent in all my old archives, videos. I had to erase a lot of my stuff. I didn't know how to work my phone in. But somehow, you know, this happened in my brain. I did not just kind of almost figure anything out. I don't know to what extent I can almost figure. But stuff I'm doing I don't normally do. Didn't have any. I learned how to breathe too through my technology. That's a good thing. You know, when you're on a hard, complex topic, you find yourself so focused, your breathing comes to me almost up. So I start, you know, charge myself back up. I gave y'all a tip now. They charge you back up. You know, you got let me go take a break, man. It's been a heck. I understand when y'all guys work on meticulous things, and a lot of people don't understand that trick. It's information. You know, ladies typing. You gotta get all the stuff together right. It look like they look nice sitting up there, and like it look like such a. They can look at you just as and they got good focus. You know, they smile, but they trying to get all them keys. I know they've been trained, but they still got to make sure everything good. You know, that's an interesting. You know, that's a mental work. You know, wear you out. You know like this study I do. I enjoy it, you know, and I have time since I retired, you know what I mean? Then God blessed me with some unique gifts, you know. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Papa, for that. Mm. But anyway, you know. But guys, it's the thing. Don't worry, you know, it's good he blessed me. But Papa is he's blessing a lot of y'all, but he's trying to bless you even more. You know, it's just blessed for that. That's great. That's good. That's a wonderful thing. You know, but he talking about your treasures here on earth and your treasure going with you, and he put treasure here down here to store your treasure up in heaven. You know, yeah, I wasn't him telling you not to have no treasure here. You can have treasure here and treasure in heaven. So I don't know how they used to do this. Seems like kind of play. God, you rich. How you can't be rich here, then you go to heaven and be rich? You know, rich people go to heaven too. Everybody get opportunity. Poor people go to heaven. Bad people go to heaven. Believe it or not, you know, I can't believe you think it, but this, you think that. You gotta talk to Papa about that. You don't get no judgment. I know we be emotional about things, but people do some hideous. Oh, that's because of them demons too, man. Yeah, that's about it, Gerald. Oh, yeah, okay. I hear y'all guys talk, man. I couldn't sleep. Thought I was sitting up here. Yeah, man, you enjoying every cloud of that heaven. Every cloud of that Papa said, y'all, man. You can try to sleep. You can try that compassion. You want this real good, man. I've been sleeping over there, man. I try to time. Let me finish this conversation. We having a conversation, man. It's just important. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, interrupt you guys. Y'all go ahead. Yeah, take care of it. I'm sorry. I've got a cup of water there, you know. Yeah, just grab your sandwich, man. Matter of fact, make me one and put it in the refrigerator, and I'll take care of it when I get back. I thank you, appreciate that. Thanks, there, brother. Yeah, man, I tell you the truth. I'm gonna quit. I know you can overdo it. You can't overdo it. This is something you can't overdo. This is some evil entities out here. They are tempting you in your desires and temptation. Faint aroma or odors hitting God's nose, and we got to try to turn that smell back to a pleasant smell where God can breathe. You know, He gonna breathe now. He gonna breathe and He gonna sneeze. So if we don't want these things to happen, we talking about weather now, okay? Y'all talking about saying, oh yeah, well, go do what you do. And y'all Christmas, y'all like that too. I guess it's just y'all have an interest. Scientists, that's great. We need a scientist. God gave us scientists. Everything on this earth, God gave us. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Everything, even the devil. Everything. There ain't nothing that God's hands didn't touch. You know what I'm saying? How long have I been on? 37 minutes. I was just trying to come on in. What were you talking about when I first came on? Where this guy coming? I thought we were talking about something totally different. I thought I was explaining about the videos and stuff. I was the other guy, okay. I say, oh man. See, I'm this all, man. Doing the video, store one, part two, explaining about the one and the four. The one bit is the Nami leadership. That's the Navi leader. Let's get the Navi. We the Navi style. That's part one, Navi style. The four is the eyeball pointing at the rest guy. That's part of the other side because I forgot to put part four in that story. I'm gonna write it down. That's the eyeball. That's part four. And the other two, it seems that the videos are doing great. That's the two. So that's a connecting story. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That was a little. I was just practicing on trying to put a sequence of miniseries together for you. Man, I'm glad you came in. Okay, you got it. That's the coordinator. He's really passionate about putting things together. He make mistakes, but he'll come back and get it, man. He's like our tech guy. And we only working with one phone and imagination. Oh yeah, all we have is a phone and imagination, baby. But imagine about how these keys working, asking questions and blah blah. Okay, how does we got to absorb information in so many seconds. I lost that part four video. The part four that's why I said, hey, I have it loaded about 5 o'clock. That's the coordinator. Yeah, I have it loaded about 5. Well, I made it about like 11 o'clock in the morning, so that's why I could save my time because I'm ahead of the ball game. I ain't trying to make it right there on the spot, but I had to do it though. That part four video with the eyeballs, that wasn't the original video. Man, I tried to download that video, man, and something I was saying I was trying to be careful. That's why I got to learn how to do a computer and give me another phone. Man, I lost that video. I put about 20 minutes. It was a nice little video. And I had to redo the whole thing over. So that's something totally different what y'all saying than what I originally had. Because I had to make good on my time. I said between 5 and 5:30. I got done with that video about 5:20, so I'm just throw it up there. I figured if they didn't like it, so, at least I did make good on my words, I try to hold to that, If I say 5:30, that's what it's going to be. That's just part of my personality. We try to be prompt, I don't like cluster. I like clean. I like neatness, clean. Oh, I can see. I want to see. I want to clarify. I want to be able to see, what I need to do. You can't do nothing until you're able to see and clarify. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to clarify before you can move. You can't walk in the dark. You can't just take off not knowing there's a chair or something in the way. That's what we trying to do. We trying to clarify, see if you guys on board. If your faith is up there with us, I know something. I'm getting dropped my heart. The earth got invaded. We take the word hurl and throw it out the way, as you may find in the King James Version. And that's a version. You know, if you look at the word, what happens, don't worry about the word right there. I'm going to show you guys something. I know you guys know this, but you just don't. You don't have time to think about stuff like this. I'm a perspective thinker. I'm very analytic. When I was looking at that, where this guy went to sleep, he was looking at it. I just came out here and said, yeah, okay, we all together, okay. That's what this guy was looking at. The one that they brought everybody up. Yeah, he was looking at all this stuff, man. Yeah, but okay, don't worry about the word right there. Let's just look at just what happened. Hold on for a minute. Man, I get time. Hold on for a minute. I mean, I may be heavy for y'all. You be with me. You have to almost go through a bunch of moorings or some trees and just the same thing, but you can get them niggas, man, the spirit, the vibe of this thing, man. Give me some ghetto Kool-Aid. Yeah. Hold on, excuse me, also, man. Hey, baby, what's up, baby? Look, my lovely boy. Hey, baby. It's two of us. How you doing? You doing all right? Good. You ready to go for the Kool-Aid or something? Okay, we got a drink. Man. Okay, somebody take the Kool-Aid. I'm glad you thought about it, man. It's all good. That's my Kool-Aid. What's the name of the Kool-Aid? You make this Kool-Aid, baby? You did? Oh, man. You sweet as the Kool-Aid. I'm glad you did. Good on everything? I'm talking to the audience again about this ain't me joking. I'm trying to tell them, that this is what I ran for 20 years. I don't know how I got it. I don't know how this stuff happened. You just gotta swallow it. People gotta safely leave. I don't know how this all this happened. I'm supposed to explain all this stuff. This stuff happened to them. They probably can't explain it. They should understand my side of the story. The born again believers. I ain't too much worried about the world. The world, you know what I mean, baby? The world is. When I was part of the world, you was the world. That's what you couldn't understand none of the mysteries of God's word. I mean, I did, but it just didn't rest. I mean, it just didn't matter. You still just did what you wanted to do. I don't know. What's going on, man? You good, man? Oh, man, shoot. That is that. Well, I'm going to go back in, all right? All right, I'll talk to you later. All right. You good on everything? Okay, all right. It should be much longer. I'm trying to see what's happening here, man. There's a lot of work here. People don't realize this is a lot. Mental work, that's what I'm talking about, being intricate, having, working with meticulous, intricate, meticulous thing, real difficult, deep, real subject. I'm just already into the comment. I'm sorry, guys. I know I probably heard me. I'm transparent. I was just, I'm sorry, but But we were talking about, real intricate and detail. That's the word you out, man. You trying to do all this other stuff to paint the picture for everybody. The secretary trying to do these paralegals and take everything the word the judges say, the lawyers say, the doctors say, all this the graphic writers, creative writers writing things. This is meticulous work. They understand. They feel. I know you guys feel me. This is what I'm doing. You're the people that's meticulous to me. I'm trying to do this and this and try to penetrate the blood. I'm showing you some true stuff, and you can validate it through the Bible. It was an invasion on earth. If you look at the action, forget about the word invasion. Just look at the devil. The Bible said somebody came flying out of earth, man. It was a war. That's what the Bible said. They was warring up there. How y'all tell stories? This is a war, man, and this, that. It was a war. These spirit beings was warring, man. You know what I'm saying? They were fighting. I don't know to what brevity, what degree. I mean, it was a war over our top of our heads, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This ain't no light. This ain't no. This is one of the worst world war in the universe, man. If not the worst. Yeah, we talking about World War I, II, III. That make this like this was a heavenly war. When the devil did what he did, man. You tell me everything went crazy, man. And y'all feel what I'm saying? Y'all read the story. and read the story from a perspective, bro. You just go on and read it, blah 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 blah. If you gotta go get 5 more, 6 more books, and sometimes, Lord bless you, you can go to the thrift store and you see some cheap books. They have good information, and people, they don't know, it's good information. That's what I try to do. Yeah, I didn't get me a bookshelf though. I gotta get this. It's not over. I told my wife, I said, man, I need to get some stuff, because she got sick. It take a little while to get things together. I've been looking around. I need to get more organized, in here. As I see things, I see this. There's things you can do, even if you got limited space, there's stuff you can really do. Just I can imagine it. I figure something out. I figure something out. And another thing, one thing I can do is give some stuff away, get some work clothes away. Yeah, lighten the load a little bit. We don't have to wear that many. It's 5. I don't need about 10 outfits. Man, I don't really need a lot of clothes. I got a washing machine. You know what I mean? You don't need too many outfits, man. Shoes, like good shoes. She probably, ladies need a little bit more clothes. She probably need to get her few pair. Get her some outfits. She probably gonna need more, man. I don't need that much. She don't need that much. She says she don't need that much. She start off with about 100 outfits, and then after that, that's just a low range. Especially in the shoe category. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, I got to cut down. This time I make like, man, I'm sorry. I got to imagine again. See, it took me to, that's how, see how it is. You know what I'm saying? I just started imagining about my wife and this stuff. And yes, I did. You see what you do, what people, this is how it happened, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, it's happened. Trying to tell you how it happened. Breathe, I got to breathe. Get some air, shoot. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I just have to relax a little bit, man. I don't mind y'all mind you taking a break. Y'all took a break too, didn't you? You take a break, shoot, man. You got to relax. You got to take care of yourself, your brain and stuff. You can't just keep on going. Man. Sour, man. You can't be scared of what you got inside you, guys. That's the Holy Spirit. Now I made a video about these two witnesses. Y'all might have seen that video. Them guys looking ferocious. I did that. That was my imagination. The thing creep with you. I use AI technology. It creep with you, but that was a lucky one because I don't know how to create that first guy. I don't know how to intertwine it. You can't do it, but I did that on accident. I don't know, but it played. It turned out well though. I thought it was a great accident, you know. But I imagine them guys though. But that's them people, you know. Them people. That's gods. Them is gods, man. You know, that's how gods are. Them are gods. You know, they don't come. You see how them guys walking. They're just focused, man. Them gods. You know, because these gonna be two with it. It's gonna be down 1,260 days, was about 3.5 years. You know, and that's how only gonna be down. You know, they're gonna get knocked out. You know, gonna resurrect the power of the proof and the pudding, the resurrection. They're gonna be resurrected again. You know, you know, they can be resurrected anytime. It's like, you know, boom, boom. You know, you're back again. You know, I don't understand that. I don't understand all that, guy. You know, I don't get that, but you know, that's what Papa say happened. I don't ask questions about that. You know, Papa touch you about certain things. You know, I don't talk to him about Moses when him and Moses have a conversation. That between him and Moses. Seeing like Moses. Seeing like you would think of God, but God is so true to His sovereignty rule. He realized, and seeing like God, with His honor and integrity, depending on His own sovereignty rules. Because He had a bad way of. He got frustrated too. Did anybody God got frustrated? Well, God get frustrated though. You know, it's a bad odor coming to the Papa's nose. That's why I was trying to say, let's clean up. I don't know if I do it physically. I guess that's bringing, earthquake, get the trash, put it in the trash can. I don't know. That's how I do my own. If it get clean, if the trash gets stinking, you put something you should have put in there. Oh, gotta go and take it on out the door. You can't go down and put something stinking and go down and watch TV. You're gonna have a stinky mess when you get back. As soon as you put that stuff in there, if something odor, it's really gonna got a bad odor after you cooked it, like some well, whatever it could be. Food is food, you know what I'm saying? And you just throw it in the trash. You forget it on the house, like fish or something, fish grease, whatever. Throw it in, just get it on the house. It's gonna start a bad odor. Don't let it sit there and accumulate. And next thing, it's gonna take a long time for that bad odor to get out the house. And that's what probably gonna take a long time for that bad odor to get out of your nose. It's that Bible, man. You had to come in the Bible. Yeah, that's my cue right there. You probably right up there. Yeah, the good Lord, man. This ain't about this, that, like that. No one knows how. Right now, we talking about love and encouragement. And I'm pushing hard to try to show videos and stuff, present things. I mean, it's a weak. I mean, it's not. No, don't say that. It's not a weak plan, but faith make things weak. Faith make things strong. And I said the presence of the Lord is gonna be there, and we're gonna serve. I said the prayer. Everybody talk blah blah blah. God gonna come out of the sky. The presence of God is in us. It's in the Bible. That's why I know the presence of the Lord is gonna be there. If we show up, we may can't see it go. They may be out in Paris or Rome. Get one of them other nice countries. Y'all go out there and just get away from the bad environment. Y'all need to pick a nice country where ain't too much going on with no Satan throwing everything out the window. So y'all just getting refueled because I told you Papa stepped on the dude's neck, man. Papa has to, sometimes Papa just pluck Satan on the head. He get mad and like a little kid and throw because he already know he done lost. He want to try to throw stuff down on others. He upset. You know what I mean? It's a calm down. But them are like spiritual wars. That's them like Papa just plucked them upside the head. That really was no war, you know what I'm saying? And he got mad and upset about that. And that's imagination. I bet you in your Bible it's gonna say something similar to what you said, and I just told like a little story about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling the truth. Because if the battle is lost, then how can Satan bother us? That's why he gonna do what he gonna do what he got to do then? Just like he had to ask permission for who's it, Job life, he can't do nothing. If Satan that bad, why come he just gonna do it? He already know he destroyed and stuff. Okay, so if he know that. Well, if he feel like he's gonna destroy y'all, I might well gonna take everybody with me. Why come he can't do it? He got power like God got power. Why come he can't do it, yo? Just tell me that. Why come he cannot go ahead and just end it like God? How come he can't end it? How come he can't call for the end of the situation to happen? The world. Since he's so powerful. I'm just trying to tell you how powerful our God is, you know what I'm saying? He got to obey God. And God said we got a spiritual warrior, and it ain't no kindergarten warrior spirit. Now, if it is, it's because you. I hate to say it, but it's a mountain too. Hopefully you get it up. That's because you got weak faith. You haven't been exercising your faith. And you guys, whoever know that, that's the shoe fit. As y'all say down there, put the shoe on and wear it. I hope it's a size too small. You know, that way you can grow when you feel some discomfort. It's okay that we gonna people y'all act like y'all so perfect. Like we ain't nobody gonna make no mistake. You gonna walk the walk tight, and then when somebody else drop the walk, yeah, you judge. But then when you do it, you got to go hack, or you don't throw some rocks and shut that house. That ain't how I do it. That's why I say this stay transparent. That way you cool. When you let be honest, you make mistakes. We all make mistakes, and sometimes we make flaws and this, that. That's what happened. We ain't trying to do that no more. We ain't about trying. I don't just about trying to do that no more. If it is, that's their business. You worry about your walk and encourage them in their walk. That's what we talking about, love and encouragement. We want to, we so quick to stomp somebody in their neck, man. We got that from the devil. See, let me see how that go. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this together. The papa step on the devil neck. The devil neck on the devil neck. Then the devil step on our neck. And then we step on each other's neck. Yeah. And then, but we had the favor, had them warriors. Spirit, how far would that thing, just looking at that little diaphragm I just painted, how far would that go get there? You got a warrior spirit, you kind of, have some confidence in your warrior style spirit. This ain't for everybody. For the ones that got, that's great. You got it. I ain't saying for everybody, You can't say everything for everybody. We have to tell 8 billion people, okay? So I can't talk the same kind of conversation. There's no telling who it is. I don't know how this thing is translated, blah, 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 We have to talk to 8 billion people. So I ain't trying to fix up for how you need to understand it. You just get the main gist of what I'm trying to say. We here to show love and encouragement. Y'all been sizing up doing this and doing that. I understand you got to do your little test. But the only thing I know, Papa said, my brothers, my sheep know my voice. That's the only thing I know. That's why I was saying everything God said. I've been saying everything I done said. Y'all guarantee you ain't too much you can't line up in the Bible what I just said. You gonna see it in there. It was an invasion. They wasn't talking about no you got hurled to the earth. Man, this is a spiritual war was going on. Satan got kicked out of heaven. That's what it said. No, they said her. I'm gonna use the exact words they say. Some people we use that's a colloquial language again. See, and sometimes put a spin on it. Use the words. Even though I don't know if that word is right there or not, but this is what I know about. Just looking at the action part of it and how we understand in America today in a universal language what invasion the word is, the definition of the word invasion. When I look at the story of the Bible, that looks like invasion to me. Then the second invasion came after they got it. They were trying to get into your bodies. They invaded our planet. Then they invaded our bodies. Well, some say, nah, they ain't do that. They just get, Well, how we get so easily influenced? I always say, we can't be that evil all by ourselves. I know we do some crazy things. I know that. We do some crazy things. We can't be that evil all by ourselves. We're not that evil all by ourselves. We're not that evil all by ourselves. Something that's influenced us. Whether he get in you or not. And you got a warrior spirit in you. You know what I'm saying? We try to do love and encouragement to help people. And, you ain't going to be able to do it in flesh, people. I'm not going to tell you now. You can't do it in the flesh. You cannot whoop that devil in the flesh. I'm telling you right now. And Papa can't intervene. He can intervene. He give us help when he gives us help. Why do you think things go on like it does? Papa can come down and solve all this stuff right now. Well, it's something between. We got to do perspective studying, and it takes me years to get. It takes it. Man, just sit down and read the Bible. If everybody get a chance, get some paper. Get you about 10 or 15. I need some more paper anyways. I need some more tablets. I got 2 of them there. I got to get more organized with my tablets. Anybody can give me any suggestions? I know where it's at, but I write stuff all over the place. If I'm looking for car parts or technology information, I got to go here. I'm looking for landscape project. I got to go over here. I want to keep it all. I have to get a planner or something. I don't know. I think. Well, well, compassion. You want to take a break? Let me talk to the altar with me. You good? Or, we sit here today and you go, man. It's kind of refreshing to see you look like you come there. You good, man? I mean, what's up, bro? You got it? Yeah, yeah, man, that's good. Everything all right. Everything's good, man. It would be nice. Oh yeah, we were putting out a great effort. Well, I guess if people pray, I'm sure people. I know people praying for us, so that's part of a good effort. Man, prayer changes things, man. Prayer changes things, man. Mm-mm-mm. Prayer does changes things. Look at me. My wife prayed for me. This is me. This is Gerald. Mm. Thank God, man. Prayer changes things, man. I don't know how it happened. You know, I love it. Man, my wife loves it. She's very entertaining. She's doing pretty good too, man. On a serious. Well, this is all serious, but she's doing really good, man. I can see some in my eyes. I look at her with my eyeballs and saying, I see some things. She still let me get on. She loves much interaction from me. I mean, just constantly. I try to give it to her too. I just stop and stand and look in her eye and talk to her. Ain't no just walking past her and by her and, hey, I see you later, this and that. I actually have to stop, drop everything, hold her hand, and look in her eye while she talk to me. You know, I love it. I didn't used to. I mean, I was so busy. We make excuses about being some busy. And sometimes, and I ain't saying everybody go out and do that. I'm just telling you. I'm just transparent, baby, because somebody may be doing it. You think you're doing, I'm doing good, and then you think, and you are, you're doing great things for your home, I'm sure. But sometimes you gotta stop and give your wife or husbands, you gotta stop and give your wife or wife, stop and give your husband. That's what I'm giving my attention. You know what I mean? Mm. I was just cool. His spirit coming. We drunk. I could be drunk. Now people talk about getting drunk in the spirit. Now I don't know. I'm very compassionate though. I hear about that. That's what it said in the Pentecost days. Man, what are these guys? These men, all these tongues, how many people? How we hear these people in our language? These men must be. Paul, it was funny how he said, it's not even the ninth hour. He had whatever that. I thought that was funny, man, when he said that. Because it's a big miracle happened. I don't understand how people understand. Even with them, I'll be looking at that perspective. I'll be looking how they respond. I was going to tell through the story when you read and use your imagination. How he talking about it ain't the ninth hour, 9 o'clock? We just had some tongues that just came out the air and fell around you guys, and y'all was able to talk and that gave you the man. Ooh man, that's power, baby. And I ain't used to that guy. I mean, y'all can play on y'all. I mean, I am used to it in a sense, but I'm always amazed by it when you think about it, man. That's power. I ain't talking about no rocket taking off and going to the moon. That's a little powerful, Yeah, sure, that's some power right there, baby. That's the kind of power I want to live in. I do live in. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, Gerald. Go on back to bed. Pat, he had to get him to say that, man. He had to get him to say that. He want to talk about his wife and everything. He had to do that. They're a good couple together, man. I think they was joined together, man. Somehow, now it looked like it was destiny for them to meet. Once you use your imagination and things and think about things. Now, sometimes, because sometimes I'm tell you what I say. This is imagination. Is also it's a perspective thinking of mine. That's why I use it. And that I believe in. I think it'll work. I try it. And I've been trying it for the last. I've been trying it for a while now. You get healthy that way. Because thinking, man, even if you're thinking good thought in this business, the world got a way of rushing you, blah, blah, this, that, blah, blah. I ain't saying it ain't got to be bad. It can be good. It can be bad, whatever. Your brain is, you understand more about your brain. Your brain is very complex. It needs a lot of health, a lot of care in a lot of ways. Now, one thing I already show you all the time is air. I mean, get up big gall, but get a good greed. It's plenty of it. Y'all ain't trying to sell us something yet, have you? Y'all sell everything. I tell y'all, they y'all be balling. Hey, here's some air for sale. You want some air? We got some air for sale. Put a top. Hey, how much is air? Here you go, ball. We'll sell for $10. Ah, man. Yeah. If you don't get this air, this is premium air right here. Y'all, I should have told y'all that, man. I be want to get the air be all gone. Y'all think I just sell away? We won't have no air, man. And that's just sell everything, man. Some things from the Lord is free, guys. I'm telling you, that's just what it is. Probably, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You can take the note, take it for whatever, take it for a grain of salt, however we say it. You feel what I'm saying? We got heavenly language, people. That's how we know one another. When I was a truck driver, oh man, Gerald, you done got back up again, man. Compassion, you don't get better. Compassion can't keep up with Gerald. Gerald, I got plenty of rest of getting sleeping in that big old cat pop I bought him over there in the heavens, man. Big old heavenly recliner. Look at that big heavenly recliner. Wow. Man, put your feet up. What is it? White and blue? Blue trimmed in white, man. Blue arms, size blue. And all in the center of the back part of the seat. And the place you put your foot, that's white. Blue and white, man. That's pretty nice, man. That's probably a good color. That's a good color, man. I like blue too, man. Nice guys, man. Nice. It's big too. You can get about 20 people in that thing. You sure ain't a big? Papa do it big when he do it big for you. Yeah, I know it, man. Yeah, but y'all go, what you talking about? I can't remember. I just sitting here talking about, what y'all talking about? I can't remember what it was now, man. I just got up to, see what y'all about. Well, the main thing is compassion. It's me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just trying to get the people. I don't know if I'm feeling them, man. I don't know what we thinking here. We used the platform once again. It was not my idea. He said just get 3 likes and he'd do the rest. I thought it could be another way. Maybe I could go knock on some doors, get a few pamphlets. Just, that'd be it. I said, go home, sit down. I did the Lord's deed and be done. It wasn't like that. That's not how he wanted to go with me. Now, y'all, when he worked with y'all know how he wanted to go with y'all. So we know that's how we do it. I'm sure we both do. We agree to agree? Okay, we agree. We all know how you know how he do you, I know how he do me. Because you got a relationship with him, right? I do too. That's Papa, you're right. Hey, Papa, I'm going to ride on your back like this. Okay, Papa. Yeah, man. Great imagination, man. It's so healthy. You gotta laugh. It's so, but it's thinking process. It's in the other part when you just really get deep, when y'all think how to get over, how to manipulate, how to justify what you know is wrong, how to do this devious stuff, all that thing. Yeah, that ain't imagination. That's not the kind of imagination. I might have had some of that kind of imagination in certain parts of my life, but that's what you got to tell the Lord. That's what you don't want. And flesh is susceptible to that if they don't have the spirit. And we don't have the spirit. Some people don't have the spirit, no more than the spirit of life and grace. That's why you're still living for grace, then so you can get more air in your brain to see if you want to come to know the Heavenly Father. You ain't think you just living to just do this and do that. The job, how you think y'all living to do this and do that? You think you living to work a job? Do you think you living to own a house? That's not why you living. 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 We part of the restorement. Stuff got to be restored. That's why we living. We didn't get wiped out. I can't be I try to tell you, got so many kind of ways. This is part of the restoring process. We got to be restored back. This has been going on. This is a process. People going in, coming down. We restoring back, and we are when you're born again. But some people is not. God is so patient about his people. He loves 8 billion people regardless of what you feel about them now. He loves people. So sometimes time is held up for Papa that's giving people more time. Maybe it could be thousands of years. We may be lived through hundreds of thousands of years of generation. Who knows? I don't know the time. That's the longevity of his love. His love is reached to no boundaries. We doing this, all what we doing. It's gonna be some more people after we move on. To the next part of the dimension in your imagination. Just flow. You can build what you want. God said, whatever it is you want, you can have. AI is showing you. I'm getting ready to tell you something deep. How you know God ain't gonna let you create your own heaven and your own dream home? We got custom stuff down here. How you know they ain't gonna do that? The Bible said, in my house there are many mansions. He said, in his house there are many mansions. Is they all gonna look the same? That's just a perspective, you know. Now, just things I think about. I ain't saying, but no, I said on my videos, I'm a Bible perspective thinker. I think, and with any word really, but I like words, and I just think, I've been thinking, Did I give you our word Zover? Zover. I think I did give you our word. That's a nice word. And it's in somebody else's language. If someone wants to look it up, but I'm not gonna tell you what language it's in. That won't be fun. You probably may pop up. You may get lucky when it may pop up. Who knows? It's a nice word, I think, though. Nice word. I like words. I don't know why I like words. Well, as a kid, I like words. So I was gonna say it came with the personality, but no, I always did like words. I used to have a dictionary when I was a kid. And I used to, well, I told y'all the story. Enough. Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope it goes out, guy. But like I said, even when I gave the example about the $500,000, even if you're trying to make $500,000, you put a great effort, you don't make it up there. But say what, you know what? You might have made 150 or $200,000 going on the way trying to make the 500,000. So would you consider to be a total failure? That's why I'm saying we put out a great effort. We might not get all that we want. We might have to have our own party and our own meeting. You know, I mean, we got to do something electrifying and everybody just connect. Well, no, that'd be starting a big movement. I hope it is. But we talking about the love and encouragement of the earth. We're the one that need to be. We need to start a big movement to encourage one another. Yeah, it needs to be a big movement. It sure do. We start a big movement. Papa started a big movement because that's all I've been saying. So if you do say it's me, you got to say, no, that guy always said Papa started over there. And such stuff came back here in 2026. And I mean, these people talking 2095 now about the story we're doing now. We remember the story. Let's go back to the archives, Jim. Let's see what happened. Back in 2026, this God came. He claimed to be Navi. He was saying this and that, prophesying and saying this and that. People got scared. He's saying about this and that, the God unflipped and all this and that, this and that. The only thing he was just trying to say was about love and encouragement. But they were so analytic, they couldn't see the good words of what he was trying to say because they're not used to good words. They used to hatred and anger and greed and lust and everybody get theirs and this, that. He said, well, this is not the part of the Lord. It's not part of the Lord. You're not going to tell me this. I'm not going to believe that. Nobody ain't going to tell me that's part of the Lord. I don't care, And then we talking about how we live separately. We just got to live your life and this thing. Yeah, you do got to live your life. And it's a different part function for every part of the body. But when the body parts is functioning and you can't see that as the Lord, then how you think we're going to work like a full body? If you take it you too long to decide what's what? What have I said wrong is that you can't hear? There's two things going on. You don't got the ears to hear, and that's the story you got to take it with Papa. Either you just don't got the ears to hear, or you being stubborn, or you being shaky in your faith. It ain't none of them no good. I mean, as soon as your daddy walk in the house, when Papa walk in the house, we know who he is, even if he used his voice before he get to the house. You understand? I don't care if he's at the garage down there by the big oak tree, and we up 20 yards or 30 yards up the Mansion Road there, around a big white beautiful rock, sitting behind a gorge, black covered mountain. Stars at nighttime come up from behind it, man, and just twinkle off of that black rock, man. Beautiful sight you ever want to see in life, man. Well, I mean, what are we doing here? Compassion, compassion, you all right, compassion? Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm charged up. That's what made me charged up. That gets me charged up. It just gives me more energy to say what the Father want me to say. That's the habit, man, because I ain't saying about the people that ain't this or that, this and that. I don't know what this and that is about people, I don't understand what they can, it's like, I know what really happened. That's what I'm really fussing. They don't know the tricks of the devil, they just don't know. They claim like they know. And then they look in the mirror, they don't want to deal with the reality of what they know. I ain't saying about the drinking and this, that. Ain't nobody caring about all that. I'm talking about devious stuff like deception, manipulation, people playing back. These could be church people sometimes. This is all gonna be brought out, man. It ain't necessarily got to be that you is indirectly or directly involved. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Sometimes Christian folks got their eyes wide open, and we just blah blah blah. Let this evil, this casually brush us. We casually brush it off without it. Hey, hold up, man. What the heck do you think you're doing? This is the devil now. This ain't nothing. This ain't, this the people. When they evil into, bro, what you doing, man? You didn't say excuse me. You don't know me like that. You can't be just walking up and just saying anything to me like you think you crazy, man. That's what people do to people sometimes. They say, I never could understand that, how people got in argument as strangers. And all of a sudden, they even break out, man, I don't think you guys, I mean, y'all don't even know each other and you're going to be ready to fight. But yes, I guess that's, it happens. I never did understand that, though. Crazy. I would understand two people that know each other rather fight than two people who don't know, if that had to happen. Because they got a relationship right there. But I guess they get a relationship when they don't fight. But something have to interconnect them for them to get to where they got to the point where they want to fight, I think. It's just perspective thinking. I just do a lot of that for some reason. Because I'm a watcher. So I'm not going to watch out for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm a watcher. My eyes, I can't see it. You got eyes, you got to see, man. They go back and forth, you know what I'm saying? You got to watch. And some people that's neat. It's like I gave this number about Moses one time. And what's that guy? Y'all remember the story in the Ten Commandments? This guy, he was he was a slave too, a Hebrew slave, but he was living a pretty good life. So when Pharaoh had the family, Pharaoh didn't let him go. That's the only one. That's another way they use Pharaoh. Pharaoh let him go. Oh, he's yours. Take the people. Take the people. Yeah, we take the people. What you mean Pharaoh let him go? He didn't like. I just said Pharaoh and Pharaoh let him. You didn't like the Pharaoh let him go to me. Well, the Pharaoh got his teeth knocked out. He let him go all right. But anyway, it seemed like y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Man. But the guy, the guy, man. Okay, the guy he's like a leader, he was a Hebrew slave, but he was overall slave. But he had a good job, he had a great job, and everybody else was doing them all them big things. He living like a king himself, but he's a slave, but he was had a position, and had a nice wife. And so he didn't want to go. But I think whoever he was married to somebody important that wanted him to go. It might have been Aaron. I think it was Aaron. I think Aaron that was going to be, he was the dude trying to mess with her, but I think that was going to be Aaron's wife or something, if I remember that story correctly. And so Aaron took that blood, because, that death came through there. If the door was marked with blood, right? Yeah. How you do that, Papa? You mark the door with blood, see? Oh, I see, man. He marked his blood. I think the death back, it passed by. They all them firstborn sons when they died. Yeah, I think you're right there. Yeah, we have you come back. I appreciate. I couldn't remember the story, man. That's why it's one of my things. It ain't too much that the world ain't do that's not in that Bible. You know what I mean? We just in another time frame, probably in another dimension. You know what I mean? Yeah. Things might have happened. You don't even know that happened. Because your mind will knowledge make you travel. Knowledge will travel. You get and no pun intended for the occupation I'm going to use, but if you had a waitress job, which I like waitress jobs, I give them a good tip all the time. I know how it is. And then if you ain't got education to be a lawyer, in most cases, it's natural. Your occupation going to take you a little bit further than a waitress job. Not knocking the waitress, waitresses have been great, talented, and they marry nannies. They've been great, talented people. Some nannies maybe, they marry famous sports players and stuff. You never know how it's gonna work out for you. You know what I mean? So that's great. Then the waitresses, you never know. Waitresses, you got a famous king. So that's not knocking the waitress. Press down. I'm not knocking all that. That's great. They got character, they got charisma. They broke. It's good. But I don't understand
when the door is marked by the blood, and some people can't see, but the other man that liked the lady, he went on and made him come anyway. So he drug him to freedom. But they went around the mountain 40 years. I guess they didn't even make it in, but I don't know. The story goes on and on. That's where you start really, you're doing too much perspective, you lose interest because, I don't know where it's going. So I don't perspect all the way out to that. It's the only way to keep me going down. I keep got to see something interesting until they run out. If it fills out, I mean, it was a good road, good ride. It's like driving a bicycle, riding a vehicle to me. It's like driving down. You're in park sometimes and stay there. Because I like reading. I like the words. I like the words. I like getting knowing definition, and stuff of this nature. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. But it's, we going, I'm going to leave you guys alone, man. Is this what y'all want to do? I'm gonna accept the prayer. I don't really know what you guys want to do. I just get a feeling, I don't see, I think I'm worried about these likes and stuff, but I thought there would be some likes and comments and stuff like that because I'll be thinking, man, these guys got the same spirit I got. They'll let me know. I don't care about no first segment. I got a more important mission to get to than this right here. This just happened to be the platform. Man, I only been doing this 12 months. I didn't know what I was doing. I don't think it's been 12 months. I didn't know I was computer phone to do this type of things. I know a little bit of computers. I mean phones on. I'm just giving the glory and the praise. I didn't know. I wouldn't know what I was doing. I just learned this stuff. Like I said, this character, this personality, just started happening within the last 4 weeks. I feel like I can learn anything. Ain't nothing that I can't learn. I feel because of my study habit. That's all. Because I'm comfortable with my study habit. I can sit down 10, 11. Now, I try to do. I didn't do no depth study like I'm doing now, just in depth study. But now you got plenty of time. It's 12 hours. I'm always busy between my wife and other things I need to do and this and that. Man, I got a lot of stuff going on. But I don't sleep about 2 hours a night, man. I'm charged up, man. I'm serious. I'm about through the night, man. I can't get no sleep, man. It feel good every time I lay down. I feel good. There's something to this. I feel good every time I get up, man. I may get a couple of hours, 2 or 3. Like I said, I don't know if we taking turns sleeping in there or what. I said this guy sleep, this guy sleep. I don't know. I'll let you know. I'm getting used to it. But I like it. I'm enjoying it. It's the other gifts. There's plenty of gifts, but if you don't see your warrior face, that was just something that's supposed to be shared. Now some of y'all may know. Now, we'll get into a lot of other stuff. There's so much we can get into. I'm at the Co-Fly, the exclusive clubhouse, man. We're going to be doing some private stuff. And that way we'll be able to really relate and get into some, hopefully just a one-on-one perspective study. We can't do too many at one time, though. I like to say, I like a class about 2 or 3 because it seems like you'd be robbing people if you put like 15 and 20. You make it do even with a lecture. I feel like I'd be wasting my time to get 25 people. A lecture I would do if I had to do a lecture. If someone it was interested in me doing a lecture, I'm not saying that they're interested in me doing a lecture. But if that happened to me, because I'm an ambassador of the Lord, and the Bible say, the Lord say, and all people say, God love 8 billion people. Regardless of how you feel about him, it don't matter to him at all. It don't matter. It don't matter. Even to the last lesson, we got stuff going on now. It don't matter. He loved 8 billion people. That's all I'm saying. I mean, he gave his son, y'all. Come on. This is, like I said, this is our spiritual sovereignty rulership. This is a spiritual warrior. Where lives get sacrificed in these wars. You see what I'm saying? Life gets sacrificed in these wars, man. And we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? These are wars, man. Y'all think it's I'm just trying to get you to feel me, That's why I want you to feel it. But, do y'all do you think about that cross thing? I did a video on that and tried to do it in our days of time, how it really felt, if we had been in his day. And if he was in our day and time and he had made it to the hospital, I did a video on that, the pain and I mean, this is a, but what it was? It was a spiritual war right in front of our eyes. Peter couldn't look at it. Peter was like, hey, man, no, I don't know you. And you know how Peter gonna say something like that? He been, this spiritual war means spiritual vibe. That's why I know it's a spiritual war right now. You feel the spiritual energy in the air. That was a spiritual war at the cross, baby. That's what y'all telling me. You see what I'm saying? That was a spiritual war. It spilled out from the top above on down onto the earth. right in the middle of our eyes. That was a spiritual war, people. That wasn't just a war. Yeah, I know Jesus went through the sea, and we heard a little bit about Mordecai. I don't want to get too much about that. We know a little about that. I know. Is it more? I'm sorry, Melchizedek. I'm sorry, I said more. I always get the two names up. And then going down this way, through the sea to David, come out through Mary up there. So that's spiritual war. That's right there was preparation for the war. You feel what I'm saying? That's a Jesus coming down that way. That was preparation. He said passion. Well, y'all said passion. That's planning for the war. But they had everything got to be done legally. The devil challenged the Lord on legal stuff. Not that he challenged the Lord gonna do what he's gonna do anyway. The Lord is gonna stick true to his word. He's not gonna. He can't travel. The Lord's word is good. It's just like the kings did when the kings back in them days they would put a. I think John the Baptist by the Spirit he might could have kept his head if you think about it because the king actually liked John the Baptist. When that girl did that provocative dance and the king sealed that letter, even the king can unseal the letter when he seals it. I mean, same kind of situation. So it's legal. It's a spiritual wars been fought all around us, people. Spiritual wars. And sometimes we just have a little skirmish war, but it's a bigger war than that right over our heads, in a sense. Jesus, that was a spiritual war. That wasn't just no, and he died on the cross, blah, blah, blah. That was a war. Because everybody that's understand war in the spiritual realm, they knew all. Well, you think they didn't know what was going on? Because we don't know. You just listen, people. Don't never think just because we don't know, somebody else know. Don't never think that. Don't never think just because we don't know it. That means just so we don't know, that means it don't exist. No, 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 no. That's not right. These are spiritual wars being fought on our behalf. Now, the Lord is trying to let you know you got a warrior spirit. That's what faith does, wake it up. What do you think you're faithful for? Did you think you're faithful for this? And we're going to enjoy it. We'll get to that. When we enjoy it, that's why I keep saying we can enjoy the journey right now. It's things for reason for why I say everything I say. And when I talk, I'll be thinking about what I say. But we be thinking about what we say. We all think about what we going to say. It ain't just here, what I'm saying. I'm Bible man. Good these guys, man. I guess we gonna get on out of here, man. The passion, he can go on and on, man. We got this thing. You guys only got about an hour and 27 minutes. We get this guy walking around the house mumbling to himself. I believe he's gonna call the Looney Tune on us. We gotta lock this guy up. Oh, boy. Yeah, man, but we enjoy sharing the word of God. It's Bob. I'm gonna let compassion. He need to go and get his rest, get it, man. He take a shower, get him an apple or something. Get something he can go on sleep, man. Really trying. Hopefully, just say all we do is plant water, brothers and sisters. Good. We love you guys, man. Appreciate you listening, and really appreciate Pack. Just put up with him, guys. He really means well. He means well and stuff. So, he just, he been a little high strung, just how he is. Sometimes God accepts all of us. He accepts all of you. Sometimes we're a work in progress. He still uses you sometimes when you're a work in progress. I guess he want to keep you busy so you don't go back to the other stuff. Papa's so wise. He's so clever, man. So you don't have to be perfect to be used by the Lord, by the way. Everybody, the Lord uses anything anybody. Don't say all is true. It's just the way we look at this, a perspective about how we look at things, about how God look at things. We get into that at the clubhouse, baby. Well, bye for now, guys. Appreciate you guys listening, man. And we got the story straight. I was trying to just do a little sequence. That's where I came on. Just testing stuff. I'm gonna get the right equipment. I seen some actually in the app that says it's something I can use to synchronize and sequence my vehicle. So when I want to push it up to you guys. Instead of me doing one, I just load them all at one time, keep them together. Y'all can just make it lose. I think it's an interesting story. Sometimes you can't tell everything in one story. So you do this. And I don't want to be on here. That's good. We break it up a little bit. 3 minutes. You probably got 3 minutes worth of time. This a little bit. So what you may think is a good perspective, and that's what we're hoping to do. I'm hoping you're doing this story. I'm glad you're enjoying the story. But what we hope to do is going to penetrate your heart, and maybe you decide to live a different way if you haven't been living the right way. If you have been living the right way, then we decide that it can continue to enhance your life to a better way, to an imagination way. Because once you go in the imagination way and know about knowledge, it ain't no place you can't go. If it even take you to eternity. Bye for now, guys. We'll talk to you guys. God bless you, man, and we'll just enjoy talking to you. And I'm just working here, tech issues. So I appreciate you guys' thumb up. That's all I need, thumbs up, and just let me know what I'm doing. I got to critique some things. I got to do this, do that, do this, do that. This is what you're helping me for. Do this, do that, do that. All right, see you now. Bye bye.